Okay, hi, I'm Helix. I am the current world record holder for this game on the current patch. Here, let me just show you. What's the button? Yeah, it's Y. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Deadline is also here, because apparently I don't know what I'm doing, so I need somebody to help me.
Hi. I'm Deadline. I'm an IL specialist for this game. I'm gonna be helping Helix explain some things about the run, and you're in for a good time.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see this awesome in-game leaderboard. Shout out to Sega and I believe RGG Studio for doing all this. This is cool. These times are set pre-patch. There's a patch that changed the way physics work. It's very interesting. We can get into it a bit later. Normally I would do like a character bid war for a run like this, but I can't because the characters have stats in this game for better and or for worse. But I will be playing as Baby for reasons we can talk about during the run in the Shadow outfit because I feel like it. Shout out to Sonic X Shadow Generations, the game rules.
Heck yeah.
But I will waste no more time. We'll get right into it. Playing the World Tour category, so it's the first 10 worlds in the game that make up the main story. Starting on go. 3, 2, ready? Go.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what I was getting up to. So the first thing you'll probably notice here, especially if you're familiar with the older Monkey Ball games, is that I have a dash mechanic now. That's a brand new feature they added with Banana Rumble. This game came out like 4 months ago, by the way, June 25th of this year. But yeah, they added this dash mechanic, and you're going to see me use it all over the place to skip a bunch of things. It is very powerful, and fits very well into the theme of the game, at least, I think.
Yeah, those who played Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz might remember that game having a jump mechanic in addition to the basic movement. This mechanic is a bit similar in that, like, some people think it's contentious, but for the most part, I feel like it works better for Monkey Ball just because it requires you to have good fundamentals for the base game in order to get good use out of it. You're going to see it here. She's basically going to use the spin dash to get over the ramps there.
Yeah, that is actually one of very few levels where the spin dash is required in order to beat it. Most stages it's not required. I have a theory that a lot of the stages in this game were designed before the spin dash was implemented.
Oh, absolutely.
But I honestly don't mind. Like, the level design is good enough, and the stages are largely skippable, and not only that, but also fun to skip using the spin dash. Like that. That is definitely an skip. What I did there was threw myself at the right wall to get a little bit of height, use that height to get a clip off of the top edge of the wall that was like perpendicular to me, the one right in front of me, and that gave me a bounce, so I could bounce over half that level. So that's the kind of things that spin dash, this dash mechanic, makes possible. I believe that it is called a spin dash, which is another Sonic parallel, I suppose. We are quickly wrapping up with World 1 here, only 2 stages to go. And then I think 1-10 here, coming up next, is going to be another pretty cool showcase of what the spin dash can do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, throughout this run you're going to see a lot of instances where you can use the burst movement from spin dash to just get crazy air like that. So she's going to be doing that all throughout the run.
That was a 50.4 World 1, which is very good.
Yeah, that was a really good World 1.
Moving on into World 2. This is where the game starts introducing things like bumpers and conveyors and such. Mostly things we don't care about.
Yeah.
Bumpers are almost never relevant. If I hit them, they're supposed to like knock me around a bit, but they aren't that strong in this game, so they don't usually do much. I mean, they still are obstacles at certain points.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the gimmicks in this game don't get a lot of screen time. I feel like they only appear in like 5 levels tops. Like,
yeah,
each mechanic, yeah.
Which, I mean, we say that and then it sounds like we're disparaging the level design, which we don't mean to, because this level design in this game is generally very good. Some of the best the series has seen in a long time.
Oh yeah.
There we go. And that, I think that level is a great example why, because normally, we speedrunners hate when they put mazes in Monkey Ball games, because you're just kind of forced to play it and it's really slow. But with that one, they started us on top of the maze, pretty much saying, hey, like, if you're good enough, you can just skip over the whole thing.
Exactly.
I saw that level, it was one of the first ones they revealed, and I saw it and I was like, the fact that they made that skippable shows that they know what they're doing with the level design this time around.
Oh yeah.
And I was right. Like, Oh yeah, that level introduced conveyors. Yeah, not used that much.
Nice fast level.
That.
Beautiful.
My anxiety level is through the roof right now.
Oh, it's gonna get worse, trust me.
Yes,
God.
absolutely.
It gets so much worse.
Especially with the spin dash.
Oh yeah.
We probably should talk about Baby's stats because
I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
thinking that.
yes. So
So-
I mentioned at the beginning of the run that the characters have stats in this game. Baby happens to have a very high top speed, which is obviously useful for a speedrun. But not only that, he has the best acceleration and deceleration in the game by virtue of his high gravity and friction stats. Neat little cycle skip there, and we're getting into World 3 after this level. So yeah, he accelerates faster than any other character in the game, and has a high top speed. And like I mentioned, he also decelerates quickly, which means he turns on a dime, which can be very useful as well. Can I bounce over this? Yeah, I can. Okay.
Wow.
A little bit of improv
Nice.
there.
We take those.
So, due to those stats, Baby is what I like to call the monkey ball equivalent of a Formula One race car.
Yeah,
It's
the sheer movement potential that Baby has is basically uncontested by every other character in the game. Having that good like break stat just means that you can. It's basically like playing this game, like playing monkey ball at 2 times speed. I say.
Yeah, kinda. He controls so well that newer players often have a difficult time with him
Yeah.
because it's so touchy.
And not only that, but this isn't a stat that's conveyed in the game, but if you look at the character parameters, like in the files, there's a hidden bounce stat for every character, and Baby is actually tied for the highest bounce stat of the game, which is really good because that means for strats where Helix has to bump against like a corner, like an edge or something, she gets way more height from bounces because of that. So that's already like 5 different things that Baby is just the best at in this game.
Yeah, it's quite funny how good they made this character.
I've never played this game before, and I'm watching you play this. You're making it look so easy, and it probably is not that easy at all, is it?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You're making it look like la da da. You know, like it's insane. This is insane. I love it.
This is what happens when you have thousands of hours in Super Monkey Ball.
Sure, of course.
This game only came out a few months ago, and I think I have like it's at least 200. I think it's about 250 hours in it already.
You've played
Same
this
here.
more than you've slept.
Yeah. That would not surprise me.
Oh my
Coming
God.
up next is one of the few movement levels in this game. If there is like one gripe I have, is that there aren't a lot of pure movement levels because the spin dash is so good and just allows us to skip so much. But this is one of them. And I really, especially playing as Baby, I enjoy just sort of moving around these stages.
Yeah. Yeah, that like razor precise turning. Beautiful.
It was very fun to learn this character and get used to controlling him at top speed, making turns as quickly as I can, things like that. We are now into World 4, and this is going to be a great example of dash panels and how they do not set your speed to a high value. They actually add on to your current speed. So I can spin dash into a dash panel and just do this. Jump all the way to the goal. The dash itself actually works the same way. So if I already have a high speed, the dash will give me even more speed.
Love
This
that
is one of
strat.
the most inconsistent strats in the game that I just nailed first try.
Oh my. Stop.
What the hell?
I'm
need
gonna
to
have to
stop.
stop saying that because it's actually been nice to me lately.
That might be the key, honestly. You might have to say that in order to get it first try every time.
Oh, that's true.
Call your shot. Yeah.
Oh,
I love this strat, just bouncing off of the stage decoration here. It's so fun. There we go. World 4 in general is probably the most inconsistent world. There's just a lot of difficult strats that don't always go according to plan.
yeah, there's a couple levels later on.
Definitely a run killer. I try not to invest in a run until it's past this world.
That's totally fair. Yeah, like this level here.
Beautiful.
Beautiful bounce. If you miss that bounce like if you don't make it into the center, you basically have to die to reset, or like
Yeah,
spend
I
30
have
seconds.
resorted to just playing the level mostly normally from then on, and it's kind of like I get it second try,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like second and a half, because it also takes a while to go fall out. So that makes it even worse.
Right. Yeah.
Because I can't retry. If I pause and select retry, it restarts the entire category. So
I
the
forgot
only way to
you could
retry
even
level
find
is to
that.
fall out.
Yeah.
That's another inconsistent stage that just went extremely well.
Nice. Starting here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I thought you could save that.
It was close. This stage is very finicky. I'll take second try. Not too bad.
Nice.
That's a really inconsistent bounce. Second try is actually totally acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
One more stage in World 4. And then things start to slow down a little bit in World 5. Not too much. You know, don't go away. What else haven't we talked about?
I'm not sure. I think we should mention that like this game is actually getting regular updates because this is the first Monkey Ball game that's actually getting regular updates after its launch. It's kind of wild, honestly.
It's awesome. Yeah, I suppose I did allude to that earlier, but there were multiple patches to this game. They changed the physics a couple of times, mostly for the better. Like, I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah, I think the game right now is much better than it was at launch. Even if we had to like reset aisle leaderboards or like learn new strats for RTA, it was definitely worth the trade-off.
100%. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Nice.
Put off that edge to go at least halfway up the pyramid. That saves a whole lot of time. Playing that normally takes forever.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done it since the first time I played the game.
I like almost jumped out of my seat. I thought this was manhole for a minute. We'll get there. We'll get there. We got like 3 levels to go.
You will learn very soon what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, there's a really cool level up ahead. But yeah, this game is getting regular updates. We just got the last 2 characters from the Sega Pass, which are basically just different Sega cameos. We got Sonic characters, Beat from Jet Set Radio, Axel from Crazy Taxi, and there are actually another set of characters that are set to release in the holiday of this year. So we have yet to hear an announcement on that. So we are very excited for what that might be.
Yeah. Alright, coming up next is the best stage in the game, Manhole.
Oh yeah.
I need to see everyone popping off in chat over this stage. Yeah, Manhole!
Yes!
Let's go!
So if you're wondering why this level is so awesome, Helix is going to sit here and push this manhole into the manhole for a good 20 seconds.
Yep. That's
Like,
all
it's
it is.
just-
That's the whole level. This is also the only time this mechanic shows up in the game.
Yeah. Very
Gonna
cool.
pop in real quick and say thanks for the raid, Kane's Love.
Yo, nice raid. Like
2 more levels left in World 5, I believe. Actually, I had to pull back a little bit there. I almost did too much speed. Almost flew over a bounce I needed.
got some good height there.
This strat's really cool. That's gonna be awkward. I'm gonna have to save this. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh.
I didn't quite go as far off that first launch as I wanted to. This is much better.
Perfect.
That's how that is supposed to look. Into World 6, and this is where they... I don't know. This is where they decided to make us play auto-scrollers, I guess.
Yeah, just like every auto-scroller in this game is like stationed in this world for some reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, most of
Here's
them,
the
at
first
least.
one, Elevator Maze. Our wonderful host has like 20 or 30 seconds, so you can say something quickly.
Something quickly. Get those donations in! Exclamation donate in the chat. It'll help you out, figure out where to go. Very quickly, some things you can donate towards and get eligible to take home some objects. the bracelet and pin combo with the Breaking the Habit logo on them. It's $5 donation. Silent Hill 2, the $20 donation, and the Sonic Adventure statue. There's a $30 donation. Get your
That
names
statue
in
rules.
to win. Yes, it does.
Those are some cool objects. I like objects. Go get those objects.
Alright, I think it was the next level I wanted to make sure I was able to talk about. So I'm gonna go for something ridiculous here. That's already kind of awkward. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
The ending of this strat destroys me, like half the time. There we go.
nice.
I don't normally go for that, but it's so cool. It's too cool not to show off in runs.
Yeah.
It's a good example of how, if you time a spin dash correctly, it actually negates your bounce. So like, you won't bounce as high. You'll keep your speed, but you won't bounce as high.
Yeah.
And so I can use that to my advantage to try and go in the goal there. Still very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
This is the worst auto-scroller in the game. It is 40 seconds of pretty much absolutely nothing. But as I say that, we're already halfway through it. And I do need to make sure I'm able to talk about a stage 2 levels from now, because it has probably the biggest skip in the run.
Ooh.
Whoop. Wow, that's the first time I've ever died there.
Oh dear.
That's really funny.
Oh.
See, this is actually just me giving more time for our host.
Hmm. A lot
I
of
was bound
time
to die
here.
there someday. I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I'm like, I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, you just gotta get out of the way for now. Save it for the really good run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have we talked about battle mode yet?
Go on.
Oh wait,
Just one quick second, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
go for it.
I just want to say thank you again to the Video Game Trading Post. Video Game Trading Post is a locally owned, operated game store located in Pensacola, Florida. Visit them in person to shop their great selection of games, spanning retro to new releases, figures, trading card games, statues, and a lot more. And a lot of the things that we get for our prizes come from them. So, big thank you to those guys.
Here's... Oh, okay, I bungled it already.
Cool.
We're gonna try that again. Here is the skip I was talking about. That's like one cycle. There are a variety of outcomes here. Obviously, the best one is to just go all the way up to the goal.
Mhm.
But you can get like 1 cycle skip, 2 cycle skips, or 3. Come on. I'm just... this run is already kind of exploded because I fell out on the auto-scroller. So I'm just gonna throw myself at this for a little bit. Until I get something better than like a cycle. Something cool. I want something cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I maybe should just stop practicing this level, because I feel like the first time I play this in practice, I get right up to the goal instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I do have the IL world record for this stage, which is basically just this strat, but with a really good ending.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's one of those
this is-
many cases with Monkey Ball stages where it's like the normal way to play it is 30 seconds long, but the IL is like 4 or 5 seconds. It's ridiculous.
What?
What?
Okay,
Okay.
1 or 2 more. You get the idea.
Yeah.
It's so funny that I got too greedy. That's so funny, actually.
Just like falling down a staircase.
Oh, hey,
and
there it
falling
is.
dead. Let's go!
The fastest possible thing is to go directly into the goal. You get a 55. But that skips 3 cycles, gives me a 51. Still very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, whoops.
Level.
It was worth taking a bit to show it off. I think that's the first time I've hit like the full skip in a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten like the half skip before. That's okay. Oh, sure. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Collision.
Awesome. Really cool for that.
This game's again? Why? This game's collision is generally more consistent than the original Monkey Ball games, but sometimes it just will completely own you.
Yeah.
And that's just okay. That one was my fault. I was too far left. Stand to the right. right, bounce off that, there we go.
Nice. Coming up on the end of World 6 here. We're about to get into a really good part of the game. The last 4 worlds of this game are probably some of the best like late game stuff in Monkey Ball, in my opinion.
Highly agree. First of all, I'm gonna go for the skip here because it's cool.
Oh?
I don't trust that. Yeah, I tried to stay on the ring, but didn't quite work out.
Dang.
I'll give it one more attempt. It does take a bit to attempt, unfortunately, so
Yeah.
this is not one I can throw myself at over and over like I did on Floating Panel.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a skip here. I had never seen you go for this.
Oh, okay, completely bungled it there.
Oh. Collision is being mean.
What am I doing?
Oh my goodness.
My going for the skip completely threw me off. So normally I keep the camera lock throughout this level, which I guess is a good time to talk about that. There's a dedicated like camera lock button, so it will hold the camera in place so it doesn't rotate when I make turns. And normally I play this entire stage like that, so it makes this ending really easy. But because I went for the skip and missed it, I let go of camera lock, and that completely threw off my angle. So that's why my spin dash was angled wrong and I hit the goalpost and fell out. Anyway, yeah, Deadline was talking about how the last 4 worlds in this game are like some of the best level design in the series, honestly. And I like to say, like, after World 6, I get to have fun. This is where the run gets really fun. It's a nice reward for putting up with World 6's auto-scrollers. It's just a lot of big skips, lots of fun movement. And it's all quite difficult as well. Whoa, we're fine.
Oh!
That was new.
Never seen that before, yeah. We made it work. We adapt.
This is a really neat setup here. I can hold camera lock and up, and that sets me up for this. Normally that level is a giant pain in the butt to skip, so I'm really glad that setup works. It's just very unpredictable if you don't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of Monkey Ball speedrunning is finding consistent setups for things. And that's why I like to say that, like, even though this game looks hard, and a lot of times is hard, it gets easier when you learn the speedrun because you learn consistent setups.
Yeah, even something on a stage that's, like, not necessarily, like, the fastest way to go about it, but, like, the safest way to go about it will get you, like, insane results and vastly improve your consistency.
Absolutely.
On level here with dash pads.
Okay, I missed the dash panel. That's fine.
Oh no. It happens.
I think greed has been the name of this run, the theme throughout this run. Making turns too early, stuff like that.
Sometimes you just gotta be greedy. It's more fun being greedy sometimes.
Especially in a marathon setting. If it works, then it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, oh well. My estimate accounts for that.
See a really cool spin dash strat here. You just skip over to that level, no problem.
Yeah, that level skipped in 2 parts. It's kinda neat. Both parts deceptively difficult. If I time that last spin dash wrong at all, I just fall out and lose like upwards of 15 seconds. It's very bad.
Here you're gonna see Baby's friction stat in action. So where most characters would just kind of fall down the right side of those ramps, Baby can just climb up them, like no problem. It's really funny.
Oh yeah, Baby doesn't care.
Gravity doesn't exist in Baby's world.
Nope.
You got it here at World 8. In my opinion, this is the best world in the game, as far as World Tour goes.
This is my personal favorite world, at least in the context of the speedrun. I think that... Am I gonna nail this? Oh, that rules. Alright.
Let's go.
I think I like the aesthetics of other worlds a little better, but as far as gameplay goes, this is my favorite.
Yeah. Specifically this stage here is a really creative use of seesaws that we've really never seen in another Monkey Ball game.
Yep, and we almost entirely ignored.
Oh. Just such a nice movement stage.
I'll go for the IL strat, like, Woo. Okay,
Oh,
that's not it. I won't go for the IL strat. I was gonna go for it once, maybe twice, but I didn't get the bounce I needed from the bumper.
You know, respect. This stage does have like one of the craziest ILs in the game at the moment, right now.
It's very cool.
Mhm.
ILs in this game are absolutely ridiculous. This strat,
Yeah.
speaking of absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that's too far left.
Oh, dang.
I needed to
Maybe you
land.
can tell people what an IL is. I mean, I know. Just for the ones that don't know what an IL is.
Oh, yeah.
We will. I wanted to talk about this. There it is.
Oh, sorry.
Cool. Okay, Deadline. I will let you, as the resident IL expert, explain ILs.
Yeah, so ILs are short for individual levels, basically just tracking whatever the fastest completion time for any given stage is. For Monkey Ball, ILs are like a treasure. You see a lot of people sinking hundreds of thousands of hours into single levels, and it's especially true for Banana Rumble as well. We have a very competitive and active IL community, and what's cool about ILs in this game too is that character choice is a lot more free, since you don't have to worry about which character is consistent over the course of like 100 levels. You just need to like optimize whichever character has the best stats level. So you see a lot more variety in that regard, more than just Baby.
Yeah, we talked a lot about how, Baby's really fast, really good movement-wise, but he just turns out to be the most consistent across 100 levels.
Mhm.
Whereas there are other characters that have like a better spin dash, a stronger spin dash, I should say, or like a higher top speed that end up being better on certain stages, which is useful for ILs.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think Baby does still rule the game in ILs as well. I think he has like 80 of the 200 levels right now.
Yeah, but that's not even half. That's really
Yeah.
unfortunate. Those
Oh.
are unfortunate bounces I got. But yeah, like that's not even half.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a lot more character expression. And there are like, how do I explain this? Even on levels where, one might think a certain character would be the best, other characters can still be viable, especially if you find a new strat.
Oh yeah.
So
Had
like
multiple
if
instances of that.
Baby has IL record on this level, but someone finds a new strat with another character that ends up being better,
Mm-hmm.
then suddenly that character has the record.
Yeah. But dang, we're already on World 9.
Mm-hmm. This run goes really quick.
Mhm.
New strat here that I developed.
Oh?
Almost. Just barely didn't
Whoa.
speed for that.
I saw what you were going for there.
Yeah,
That
I saw the
was
vision. I'm
really
just gonna
cool.
fall out and try it again because that was so much height that I did not mean to get. I did practice this and it was going great.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Whoa, wait, that's sick.
I should practice narrating that strat as I do it because it's a lot of very particular inputs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had no idea how to like express that quickly
Right.
and concisely, so I should practice doing that.
Yeah.
I can actually explain that strat next time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just developed that, like, I don't know, this week, so...
That's wild. Yeah, that's like one of the more creative uses of a cam lock I've seen in this run.
Yeah, it's like, I use cam lock just to guarantee really, like, specific inputs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use the particular bounces as my cues for when to switch inputs.
I see.
And the reason it failed, actually, was not because I did the inputs wrong, it was because I did not charge my spin dash enough, so I just barely did not have enough speed.
Right.
This is the longest level in World 9. This is like the only long level. Well, that's not true, because there is Spiral Zone coming up after this stage. This stage, they forgot to give us a spin dash, by the way. You can just jump all the way to the end. But Spiral Zone is long, but we are skipping not one, but 2 cycles on it, hopefully.
Yes.
There's the first one. A little bit, and... Oh, that's not good. Oh, I still made it. Wow.
Whoa.
I can't believe I made that. I lost so much of my speed somehow.
Yeah, that was a
Right.
really low bounce.
Oh, you know what? I don't think we've mentioned this either. Spin Dash does not do anything if you release it in the air. You get no speed.
Yeah.
So I have to release it on the ground. The caveat here is that because Baby's friction stat is so high, he will decelerate to his top speed very quickly on the ground if he's ever over it, which he usually is after a spin dash. Also, the skip rules. Check this out. And I bungle it. Check it out when I do it properly. Anyway, you will see me very often. That's not how it's supposed to go. No way I just backed up and almost still did that. That's so funny.
Wow.
You will see me very often get airtime after using a spin dash. For two reasons. One, it's normally necessary for skips anyway. And two, because Baby will not slow down in the air. He just won't be affected by friction in the air.
Yeah.
Obvious reasons. This strat rules. I love the stage.
I love Angel Ladder so much.
Very cool.
Stage is awesome. Yeah, that's like a golden rule of getting good times in Monkey Ball is that you more often than not your character wants to be airborne as much as possible because your acceleration is never capped in the air.
And I think we have one more opening for our wonderful him.
Mm-hmm.
World 10 is very cool, but the first few levels of it are rather straightforward.
Yeah. No, I love how this world looks though. We always mention it every time, every run, but like they really made this game look pretty. This is the first time we've had like a major like art style shift for the Monkey Ball series since 2006, which is kind of crazy. But
Well, what about, didn't Banana Splits change it? I guess maybe not significantly.
not at all. I think they were still using like Banana Blitz stuff for that game.
Also, nobody played that game because it was on Vita.
Exactly. Yeah. Like 2 people in the world who owned a Vita.
Vita exclusive. This game is Switch exclusive, but we're hoping it comes to PC soon.
Yeah. Right.
One more. So this is Tornado Ring, which is one of the... I like to call them the big 3 stages in World 10. They're the 3 hardest levels in the world, almost. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a quite a difficult strat. This stage is awful casually. Maybe not awful as in like poorly designed, but awful as in quite hard.
Yeah.
The exact same situation. That's funny.
Yeah, a lot of people got stuck on this stage during their casual playthroughs.
Yes. Myself included.
Mm-hmm.
Took me a while.
Yeah, same here. I really struggled on like that last ring.
That last ring is such a troll. Especially when you're playing as a character with low friction, because they just get... What the heck? Because they get so much speed from those dash panels.
Yeah. Really good level for Baby's friction here. Beautiful.
I hadn't even considered that. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
The stages, the skip just rules.
Oh yeah.
When I do it right. I gotta stop saying that. This is like every time I've said that in this run.
I mean, it worked like once or twice, so.
Oh, that's true.
You gotta gamble sometimes.
Second try's not bad.
Beautiful.
It's a very particular lineup for that, so... Not too upset about a second try there.
Yeah.
This strat is so... I like forgot to do my spin dash because I was busy talking. The strat is so unique, I think is a good word for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's here, and then land here. Nice, okay.
And then...
That's Baby's friction stat. That fast deceleration. Most other characters would not be able to decelerate that quickly. They would just fall off the side there.
Yeah.
Only 2 levels to go, so time is going to come up very soon. Not just yet, but very soon. And this level is the last of the big 3, so to speak. Time will be when I hit the goal.
Yeah.
Nice, okay, stay dead. Really easy to fall out there, and that's why this level is a bit difficult. Then if I play it, it relatively saves time. The
Nice.
landing is not too bad. Sub 17, not bad. I think that is. Definitely underestimate. You love to see it.
Heck yeah.
And so that is Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, the newest Monkey Ball game. But I only showed off half of it. There are 10 more worlds in World Tour EX that get much, much more difficult. And you should check them out yourself. Highly recommend picking up this game, especially if you see it on sale. It actually is genuinely the best Monkey Ball game we've gotten in a long time.
I'm pretty sure it's on sale right now. Actually, I could be wrong.
Still? Cool.
Yeah, I think that blasts until November. So get on that.
Yeah, get on that. Continue donating. By the way, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, you can find me on Twitch at Helix13_. I stream speedruns of this game all the time. Also other Monkey Ball games. Also the occasional other speedrun that I'm learning. That's also my Twitter, my YouTube. I'm on Blue Sky at helix13.bsky.social because they didn't let me have an underscore. Deadline, you are DeadLineSMB on most places, I believe.
Yeah, you can find me at DeadlineSMB on Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky. I stream very infrequently, but sometimes I go on for ILs or animation streams. But
you do a lot of cool art and animation stuff, if I could properly pronounce that word, that people should check out.
Heck yeah.
Shout out to the community. You can find our Discord at speedrun.com/SMBBR. Of course, if you do any runs, that's where you can submit them. But yeah, that's been it for me. Please check out this game. Check out Monkey Ball, speedrun the game if you wanna. I will see you all later, and trans rights.
Heck yeah.
All right, that was awesome, guys. Thank you so much for sharing that. Amazing run. I am blown away. My heart rate is still just slowly going down. Just on the edge of my seat for a lot of that. That was awesome. Thanks so much for sharing that with us all. And yeah, guys, go join those communities. Help out with that. I mean, join it, try it. Looks like a lot of fun. I want to play it. We will be back in a moment for more Breaking the Habit charity stream speed runs. Up next, we have Spyro 2, excuse me, Ripto's Rage. We're gonna do that next after just a short break. Exclamation point donate. We'll be right back.